Rhea Ripley has been the most dominant woman in the WWE over this past year, and it seems like her dominance over the women's division is not going to be ending anytime soon. It seems like we're still going to continue the Mami's reign of terror, and people do often question who will defeat Rhea Ripley for the women's world title, but I feel like that's not a question no more because Rhea Ripley has been on a monstrous push so far, and I feel like the question should be, who is lucky enough to finally end the reign of Rhea Ripley? I think I have found that one person that could finally end Rhea Ripley's Mami's push, and her name is Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan is the perfect person to defeat Rhea Ripley. Why do I think Liv Morgan is the perfect person? You know, while we have other bigger names like Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair, Charlotte Flair, or even Becky Lynch herself. Well, in my eyes, I don't think storylines like that would be right for Rhea Ripley. Yeah, it would make the most sense because those four are pretty dominant in the ring. But for a story like that, it wouldn't make sense. I think the only exception would be Charlotte Flair because those two have pretty big history together. But Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, and Becky Lynch, I don't think so. Even though we are seeing Becky Lynch versus Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania 40 this year. But it's safe to say Rhea Ripley is going to win this feud. It doesn't seem like Becky Lynch will be the one to defeat Rhea Ripley. But I'm sticking to Liv Morgan. I think Liv Morgan is the perfect person to defeat Rhea Ripley. Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley have a bigger history than you think. In early 2022, Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan were a tag team. That's right, they were a tag team, and they were close to winning women's tag team title gold, but they never got the chance. And that is a shame because I really thought those two would have been great women's tag team champions, but it never happened. But during their time in the tag team, a new stable was coming up, and that is the Judgment Day with Edge and Damian Priest. And soon when the Judgment Day started, Rhea Ripley betrayed Liv Morgan, turning heel in the process and joining sides with the Judgment Day. And during that time, AJ Styles was in trouble because he was outnumbered with a 3-on-1 situation. And out comes Finn Balor and Liv Morgan to help out AJ Styles against the Judgment Day, setting up another matchup at Hell in a Cell 2022 in a 6-man tag team match, which the Judgment Day took over, and they have won the matchup, thus ending the feud. Until Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan went on their separate ways, with Liv Morgan claiming the SmackDown Women's title, winning Money in the Bank, feuding with Ronda Rousey, etc., etc. And on Rhea Ripley joining the Judgment Day, portraying her Mami gimmick, winning the Royal Rumble, and going to WrestleMania 39 against Charlotte Flair and winning the SmackDown Women's title. So those two have had great careers in 2022 to early 2023. Until the summer of July 2023, Rhea Ripley ambushed Liv Morgan, injuring her arm with a vicious steel chair attack and putting her out of action for 6 months. Until Liv Morgan came back at the Royal Rumble to prove the one thing is that she can be in the main event scene. She can win a women's world title. And seeing how Liv Morgan is going, it seems like we're getting closer and closer to the Rhea Ripley-Liv Morgan feud. But they need to end the Becky Lynch and Rhea Ripley feud. But it seems like we will see what happens at WrestleMania, if this feud will continue or it will end at WrestleMania. And a week ago, Becky Lynch versus Liv Morgan happened. Liv Morgan took an L, and then Rhea Ripley came out, and Liv Morgan confronted her, saying that she is going to take away everything she has. Meaning Liv Morgan is next in line for Rhea Ripley. And there we go. That's where we come up in the current timeline of WWE, where Liv Morgan is dedicated, is putting her body, mind, and soul against Rhea Ripley, because Rhea Ripley has been on a colossus tantrum. She's been going nuts over the women's division, and it seems like no one is on her way to stop her. But Liv Morgan is that person to stop Rhea Ripley, because they've had a friendship before, and they've even feuded before. So Liv Morgan knows Rhea Ripley very well, and Rhea Ripley the same. Rhea Ripley also knows Liv Morgan very well. But seeing this match on paper, people are going to be one-sided, saying, oh, Rhea Ripley is dominant. Rhea Ripley would kill Liv Morgan. We haven't seen these two have a matchup for the women's world title. So it could be very different. We could see things turn around. And plus, Liv Morgan has been in the ring with tougher women than Rhea Ripley, aka the baddest woman on the planet, Ronda Rousey. Yeah, Liv Morgan has beaten Ronda Rousey 3 times. Once at Money in the Bank with her cash-in, then at SummerSlam in 2022, and at Money in the Bank in 2023. So if Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan are going to feud, Rhea Ripley should not underestimate Liv Morgan, because Liv Morgan is tougher than you think. But let's say if I'm right and these two have a feud next after Becky Lynch, when will it take place? When will Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley happen? I believe this matchup will finally take place sometime in the summer, because I feel like the WWE will continue to invest with Becky Lynch and Rhea Ripley to make Rhea Ripley bigger than ever for Becky Lynch to lose. And that way it just shows, it puts Liv Morgan in a position where she is the underdog, where people will doubt her saying, oh, you can't beat Rhea Ripley. Like, Rhea Ripley has defeated everybody. Like, you can't. Thus, Rhea Ripley loses her women's world title to Liv Morgan sometime in the summer, maybe SummerSlam, who knows when. And boom, chapter closed with the end of Rhea Ripley as women's world champion and the insane rise to Liv Morgan's success. Man, I feel like I should write a book now, because I feel like I spat facts in here. I feel like I was spitting facts right now. I feel like I should write a book now. But I said everything that needed to be said. Liv Morgan, to me, is the perfect person to defeat Rhea Ripley. Now, I'm not saying WWE should take that route that I said, but I think they should, though, because I do want Liv Morgan to be the one to defeat Rhea Ripley. If they actually make Liv Morgan win, I'm gonna be so happy, because Rhea Ripley's title reign has been so underwhelming, and I want her to lose it. I do want her to lose it to the right person, and it's Liv Morgan, like I said. What are your honest takes? Do you think it makes sense for Liv Morgan to win, or do you think it should be someone else that isn't Liv Morgan? But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. But for now, I'm going to end it here. Thank you all for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you guys give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and turn on post notifications if you haven't to know when I upload a new video. And make sure you guys follow my Instagram down in the description. You know, every follower counts. And 2024 is going to be an interesting time for Liv Morgan, because Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley is on the rise. And Becky Lynch versus Rhea Ripley is going to end in disaster for Becky Lynch. But we will see what happens at WrestleMania. We will see what happens in the aftermath. But for now, thank you all for watching, and I'll see y'all later.